this news came out of nowhere. Hey guys, me on Touch Phone, and I'm gonna talk about new Witcher game just now, after just now. Now when you talk about big news, because I don't know. I go to Witcher game. Witcher game is my favorite after game I play period. Well, I play only Witcher 2 and Witcher 3. I tried playing Witcher 1, I just couldn't do it. Witcher 1, the drawing insane out there, clunky and grabbing my card play, but to be fair, that game was made, actually during actually CDPR video in early days. So I'll give him credit with that game. That game was kind of overplayed, but to be fair, it was the first game in that series. So the first game in the Witcher game is pretty cool, but there's some tiny little problem. Wait, I'm confused. Is this actually for Guild story? The Guild story, I remember, ended in Witcher 3. Unless of course they're doing something new, a new character, which wouldn't be a shock to me, at this point, because let's be honest, you can't continue a story. So if I'm going to get a new character, a new saga, I just don't know where they're going with this. Plus, do I trust CDPR other than basically fail to Cyber 2077? Not really, because my expectation I'm going to drop so low because of the Cyberpunk, I just don't know if it's the same company I used to love. So, yeah, it should be fun. Again, what do I mean by that? Well, you'll find out. So, I do my part into news. Yep, enjoy the show. See ya. Item. As you can tell my interest, you can tell my interest by this news. Why? You'll find out. What's the story? According to the article I have here from Witcher.com themselves, yes sir, that's the name, and I quote, "We're having to announce the next installment of the Witcher series, and the video game is currently in development to kick out the new saga for the franchise. Yep, The Witcher, new saga begins. This is an exciting moment as we're moving from Red Engine, the same engine that used after the Witcher franchise, and the same engine that basically did Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, that engine. Apparently they're moving from Red to Unreal Engine 5. Meaning instead of doing actually using their own engine, they're gonna use Epic Engine and let's see it go on from there. I know I feel it. Okay, Unreal Engine 5 does seem like they were a great idea, and it did mean they would make a good game. I'm all for this. Unreal Engine 5 again, multi-year strategy partner with Epic Games. It can not only licensing but technical development of Unreal Engine 5 will potential future version of Unreal Engine where relevant will closely collaborate with Epic Games developer with the primary goal being to help tailor the engine for open world experiences. Okay. At this point, no further details regarding the game's development team, time frame, release date are available. Yep. Red Engine is going to require Cyberpunk 2077 year for development of the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077 expansion. Yeah, the expansion that you still never gave us. And at this point, I hate to say Cyberpunk could be done buried, and that really sucks. But at this point, what do you expect? That game they would play with development bullshit and like corporate assholes. So yeah, it's kind of wrong that the same company who actually plotted that video actually did not get a broken game. Get a broken game after all. I hate saying that. I hate being a Cyberpunk. But you can't blame me because CDPR plotted a big game and we got kind of disappointing mess for you guys. Yep. Yeah, that's all in a nutshell. But anyway, we got a new Witcher game coming out. This is going to be really good or really bad. Personally, I'm 50-50 about this because I like Witcher. But honestly, I don't know which way to go with the story. When they go to a new kid, not killed, but we'll see. Yep. Yeah, that's all in a nutshell. My father. I love Witcher. The Witcher is my favorite. I actually find it after going out. Granted, as I said, I like Witcher 2 and Witcher 3, and Witcher 3 are my favorite game after this franchise. And I actually love the genre. So, but again, the Witcher game is pretty cool. However, there's one little small, tiny problem. Wait for the go to Witcher 3, because as I mentioned before, Witcher 3 ended the story. So, once you're doing a new character, a new baby star after the new story, I do not always go out to with Witcher. Now, granted, that's not to say, I'm not saying Witcher 4 is impossible, it's not, but I just know which girl's story. I want to go to a new character, you get my point. So, the background of Witcher game is pretty cool. However, as I said, I still don't trust CDPR because, let's be honest again, after Cyberpunk came out, the entire development team went to hell, and the entire development team, the whole company around me got sued, and it was a complete mess. So, as much as I want to be happy about Witcher game coming out, I just don't know if it's the same CDPR who gave it the excellent Witcher 3. And that's my main problem. Because the game is amazing, but if it's the same people who made actually better game Cyberpunk, okay, not the same villain, but the same teammate who kind of got screwed over, then we're kind of fucked. And that's my main problem I have after the New Witcher game. It's not the game. It's not the game out of the game bomb. No, that's more the corporate fault. So I won't be happy with this, but I'm also worried about the employees who got fucked over, and that's the thing I'm worried about the most, because while I am happy with the New Witcher game, worried about to go with the story. It's a new saga. So what does that mean? Does that mean it could be Geralt or it could be someone else? I don't know. And since we don't know what CBR what their plans are, I'm more scared because having that in the future. The Witcher franchise, I'm always scared of CDPR because look, CDPR, I still don't like them a lot as the way they treat employees, but I'm worried the execution of the scene most. Now, that's not to say that this new Witcher is going to be bad. No, for it. It's just going to be good because they need Unreal Engine 5. And if any engine that could work and make a good open world game, it's that engine. So, you know what? I'm glad to move on to Unreal Engine 5 because that means they get more time to make the game good. Yeah, because there's one engine in my opinion that can handle a game that's just master like an open world game. It's basically Unreal Engine 5. And in my opinion, I'm all for Unreal Engine 5 being adapted to Witcher, but I think that this could work actually in Witcher's favor and can actually make the world a lot more beautiful, a lot more actually more unique, and can make the world actually more populated and even point. So basically more actually kind of like that world, but make it more kind of not realistic obviously, but human world. It'll be easier when the hell actually get into quickly. However, as I said before, after Cyber 27 after release date, I don't know if I can trust after CDPR after what they used to do, and that's my main problem. The fact Cyber got butchered the hell thanks to corporate assholes prove my point that I just don't know if I can trust CDPR like I used to. And that sucked, because Cyberpunk should have been great. It should have been amazing. It should have been a great game after it came out, but instead of a game we all wanted, we got a game that was half finished, broken, and just kind of over the place, to tell you the truth. Well, that's just sad. Because I want Cyberpunk to be amazing. It want to be an epic game. I wanted this game to be a favorite game that came out all the time, but no. And all came crashing out with bullshit. And that's just sad and depressing because I'm a fan of Cyberpunk, fan of that genre. I was hoping this game would be amazing, but no. It got butchered into corporate assholes, and corporate basically ruined everything. So, yeah, forgive me if I'm being skeptical at this point, but I just don't know how I feel about this new Witcher game. Now, that's not to say I'm saying the new Witcher game could be bad. No, far from it, because we don't know when it's going to come out. As I said, we don't have a release date, we don't have a time frame yet, and we don't know what's going to happen after the new Witcher game in the whole. No, that's not to say I want it's going to fail. No, I want it's going to be good. However, given the way the CBR treated employees, yeah, that's kind of my red flag, because as you see with the comments, yeah, a lot of the comments are kind of pissed, because, well, they have fallen further from the light these days, and that's my problem I have with CDPR. They're on the corporate attitude these days, and a lot of kind of not happy. So, yeah, after the negative backlash on Cyberpunk, you can tell people out there kind of split on this 50-50. Now, am I harming wrong by this? Could I just beat me at talking around my ass? It's possible I can admit that. I can be me just buying a but after the convert of Cyberpunk, I just don't know this new Witcher game is good. And that's kind of sad, because I wanted Witcher game amazing. Now, if we get a new saga, what Witcher character who I want to follow after with the new game? Honestly, the only character I think that could be interesting in general for the new Witcher game is to, well, follow at the, not Geralt story, obviously Geralt should finish, is to follow with, Ciri, I think? Yeah, Ciri. Maybe we can follow her story and pick up Witcher 3 left off. Yeah, because there's one character I think I could work on the for a Witcher game, it's Ciri, because her story in Witcher 3 is actually been interesting, fascinating. And honestly, if we had to follow one character at the end of Witcher 3, it's basically Ciri. Because Geralt's story is over, you can't do Geralt, so maybe by now you do Ciri and do her story. Now, I'm not saying, I want Geralt to die, go away. No, of course not. But honestly, that's the only character I think that could work for the new saga, because it makes sense for her story. It makes sense that we follow her story character and pick out where the three goes off. I mean, that's the three I'm gonna go with. like I said before, we don't know how the new Witcher game could turn out, and but as I said, CDPR is not acting in a good spot really because what's beyond it? Since Cyberpunk destroyed its development relationship, people actually don't trust CDPR these days. But again, prove my point. When you beat a broken game, you are your consequences. And again, they're taking all the point that maybe recycling 2017 actually this early was a very bad idea. And since a lot of people are still pissed off about basically Cyberpunk and its controversy keep happening, I think it's safe to assume that the main Witcher 4 is not a good idea. Maybe they should just focus more on painting Cyberpunk or say, I don't know, make that game the game that we applauded like years ago. But no, we can't get that because that's not gonna happen. Bottom line, I want to trust CDPR, but since Cyber 2017 could be a disaster, I think it's safe to assume maybe it's time to admit to pull apart Cyberpunk and just focus on a new game or new franchise. Now, what I want Witcher to suffer? No. But it's more worried about the employees who got fucked over and to be develop Cyberpunk, and that's not what scared them more. I'm more scared about the development cycle than the people at the top. Okay, I'm more pissed on more people at the top than the developers themselves, but since I heard originally about crunch time, that's what I was scared about the most. Because, let's be real, like, no one should suffer actually from all that bullshit about beating in crunch time. That should not help actually make your game. Make a game actually should be fun, should be a lot more easier, or a lot more actually ability to streamline, not making it like crunching an employee to death basically for insanity. But that's another way for another day. I can do an entire rant on that bullshit on the video game industry, how hypocritical it is. But that's sorry for another day. Point is, while I am happy about this, I'm also worried about actually the ethical tendency of the two at the top who destroy Cyberpunk for garbage. But that's not point. That's not talking today. Man, hold on. I think that's good. I don't. Although there is a new Witcher game announced for we don't know what year it's coming out. My bet 2025. Pre-owned Condom OT, but I think about the ancient news. Do I get to it? Also available on Twitter. Subscribe my channel for superstars. Forget about kind of song story. Like you can. So anyway, how you feel about new Witcher game announced and you Unreal Engine 5? Me personally, while I am happy about this, I'm also worried because I don't trust the people at the top CDPR these days. And since people are talking so one CDPR, that's I'm all about the merge. And since that world about Cyberpunk was jacking shit, I'm more 50-50 on this. Part of me saying, another part of me saying, why? Like, get a story over, nobody has to go. But my point. Hold on. Bring my thoughts, Witcher game, new game, pre-owned Condom OT, but I bring my engineers. Do you like it to me? Also, I can put it on Twitter. Freedom Scum channel for Superstar. Forget about kind of song story. Where you can, I'll talk it longer. Witcher. See ya. Bye, Witcher. See ya. Bye, Witcher. See ya. Bye, Witcher. See ya. Bye.